one of Apple's first employees, Daniel Kotke, made a decision that would change not only the course of their lives, but ultimately the course of humanity.
I met Steve at Reed College the first month, but our friendship developed because a week or two later, I must have been walking around with a copy of Be Here Now, and I was eager to talk about it. And Steve was familiar with it. That book quickly led to Autobiography of a Yogi, and then led to Ramakrishna and his disciples.
Like many of his generation, Jobs became caught up in the spiritual enlightenment movement that was sweeping through America in the 1970s. And according to those who knew him best, he considered it not just a passing interest, but a calling.
Steve got a hold of the book Cosmic Consciousness. That's probably what pushed him over the edge. He had chapters about great geniuses through history and how they were enlightened, and that was his whole thesis. That's how he ended up in India.
Fueled by his desire to find spiritual enlightenment, Steve Jobs traveled to India, with Daniel following a few months later. Together, they discovered a Hindu guru known as Haidakhan Baba.
He was discovered at about the age of 18 doing yoga in a cave. But there are legends going back that the same figure had appeared all the way back into the 1800s.
Haidakhan Baba claimed that he had no mother or father. But who was this character who had no known history before the age of 18 and was said to have manifested out of thin air? He professed that he was an immortal being, known in Hinduism as Mahavatar BABAJI.
A Mahavatar means the great avatar, the great incarnated being. Mahavatar is eternal, and he can appear anytime, anywhere, taking forms of another human being. So he was here to change the humanity in a better path, in a path of understanding, path of greatness.
Steve Jobs did spend some time with him. Haidakhan Baba actually gave him an initiation by giving him a spiritual name. This is a traditional kind of initiation. So they were formally initiated by this guru.
Babaji had said that he was a celestial being who would come to Earth to help enlighten our planet and to advance us forward. And we have to wonder, is it possible that Stephen Jobs was being influenced telepathically by an extraterrestrial entity named Babaji?
Haidakhan Baba claimed that he had come to guide humanity to a higher path and referred to himself as the messenger of the revolution. Shortly after returning to the United States, Steve Jobs embarked on a revolution himself, the development of the microcomputer, along with Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak.
Steve was not in it for money. He was in it for the mission of transforming the world. The Apple II was the first mass-market personal computer. Woz, of course, was the all-around genius who created the whole design and all the software. But the thing that Steve gets huge credit for is having enough passion for what he's